man who called the game last night locally for the Rams Radio Network, my colleague from the NFL Media Group as well, one of my good friends, Maurice JonesDrew. Good to see you here on the show.
Good to see you as well, Rich.
What in the heck was that like seeing in person?
It was crazy because it wasn't like he was just running all over the place. And I think when you think of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, you think like it's going to be a lot of zone reads and he's going to take off. That wasn't the case. I mean, literally, they were so efficient from the first play of the game to the last play. They were averaging, I want to say at one point, almost 9 yards to carry, if not more. And it's because you have to be concerned about Lamar Jackson. So you're always taking a guy out of the play. And then they have some great running backs. Their offensive line was playing really well. And then when they decide to throw the ball, because you're so concerned about Lamar's running ability, guys are just running open. And I mean, he was Dylan last night, so it was impressive to see.
I mean, efficient is a great word to use, and it's not the usual word that you would use for a team that just won 45-6, right?
Right.
You could call dominant, you could call super, you could call all different adjectives, but efficient is perfect. This stat says it all. Every rush that they had last night was for positive yards.
Yeah.
Removing the 3 RG3 kneel downs.
Right.
Every time somebody took off running the ball for the Ravens last night, there was positive yards. And it's not like there's no slouch on that defensive line for the Rams. Mr. Tackle for Loss himself is Aaron Donald out there. Every single touch was efficient. They made efficient use of every play last night.
Well, for me, it's their offensive line doesn't get enough credit. I mean, they lost their center maybe in the first quarter-ish, and we were kind of on the broadcast, myself and JB Long, were like, well, maybe this may be the opportunity that we can go in and have an undrafted kid, rookie out of Cal Berkeley, who's going to come in, and it was like nothing happened. I mean, they were just breaking off runs left and right, and so they did a phenomenal job. With talking with Coach McVay after the game, it was just like, credit to them. Like, they did a great job, both offensively, defensively, and on special teams. And there's a stat that JB Long had said during the game, that Baltimore, they get first downs on first and second down. They rarely get it on third down. And then when they do, if they don't get it on third down, they go for it on fourth down every time pretty much. And, I mean, I think it was a 4th and 4 late in the third quarter.
Right.
And they went for it, and they got it.
Well, I mean, they started a punt, and then they brought Tucker on the field, and then Lamar waved them all off. I got this. And that was what led to the Willie Snead score to make it the Jackson 5, and then finally wrapped up his night last night.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.